Hello everyone, and welcome back. This is Mystic Juicer here to bring you some Yomi action. We have Leontes versus Ryker in the film festival fight, feature film festival fight tournament, organized by Bomber678 on the Fantasy Strike forums. This is one of the matches in the top 8 winners bracket. It's a double elimination tourney. So Leontes is, just a sec. Leontes is a very strong Midori player. Him and Clan definitely repping team good Dragon Man. And he also plays a really strong Manelker. I think those are his two main characters. So plays both of the Dragon Brothers. Ryker plays a lot of different characters, and particularly has a strong Geiger, a strong Persephone, but plays comfortably with a lot of members of the cast. All right, aggressive throwing start from Leontes here. Eats a fair amount of damage to the face for his troubles. 29 damage dealt in the first 2 turns is not bad. Geiger stays at 6 cards versus 7 card Midori. Both of these characters really love to have cards in hand. So neither of them... wow, these guys are these guys are playing so quickly. So Leontes refusing to block versus Geiger. Geiger's been playing a lot of spirals so far, so really wouldn't have served him all that well. Although it might have dealt a little bit, might have dealt him a little bit more damage in terms of hand quality. Countering with Q of his own, evening up the life total somewhat. Still very low card hand. Midori's character really thrives on having a lot of cards in hand. Getting a lot of his face cards, collecting 10s, collecting 2s to go into dragon mode. Geiger, of course, building for really strong late game time spiral combos. Very nice. Leontes reacting to Ryker's aggressive stance. Okay. Probably not much that he can threaten off there, but wow, gutsy 10 throw off of the although I guess, yeah, it doesn't really make any difference. All of his throws are going to be beaten by any of the throws that Leontes is going to play. Leontes getting some momentum here, bringing Ryker down to 20 health. One Wrath of Earth away from taking game 1. Wow. Doesn't have enough to spin it, but doesn't really matter. Gets him down to 10. Any kind of dodge into a face card is going to be lethal. Or dodge into queen or king is going to be lethal for Midori. If he dares, he can string 2 Midori normals together to deal a 10 or win off of the throw. No. Eats a K for his trouble. Time a Kiku. 3Ks played. Nice. Does he have the second J for lethal? No, and no face down either from Ryker. 2 health. Q spin is lethal unless Geiger has a K to respond to it with. A K or 2 aces to respond to it with. Because it's going to eat any dodge and deal enough chip to... Nice. Probably throw here. No. Wow. Heck of a game 1. both of the both of them ending ending with 2 and 3 cards in hand respectively. Crazy. Ryker sticking with Geiger. Apparently, Leontes' advice in this matchup is ham. Go friggin' ham. Yeah. Calling the fact that Ryker was going to continue to play aggressive. I mean, opening with any kind of time spirals is so strong against Midori. He doesn't want to dodge early because there's probably nothing really strong that he can dodge into, especially not if he's not in dragon form. And any of the time spirals are going to eat all of his throws, obviously. They'll beat all his blocks. Yeah, choosing to dodge because he doesn't want to lose to a spiral. Ryker piling on the pressure, building hand. I can see a fast attack coming from, yeah. Ending temporal distortion. Continuing to forge life lead here. Throwing with the 2, wow. I mean, with 4 cards in hand, probably doesn't have any of the face cards anyway. I guess choosing in this matchup to play the face cards raw, and against Geiger, who's generally slower than most other characters. The tennis of throws. Sup? Midori channeling some Manelker aggression here. But yeah, generally, probably Leontes is evaluating the fact that playing face cards, so his Jack at 2.4 speed is going to trade or beat any of the time spirals that Geiger chooses to play, and his Queen is going to beat them clean. Now, the only thing those two both lose to is the King. And so I'm wondering if he's going to actually play the aces or just throw, yeah. Throw to get some, threaten with the aces to get some additional value out of his throws, since Ryker's been particularly aggressive. Okay, here we go. Lots of damages, so half of his health is in his hand right now. Or half of Leontes' health is in Geiger's hand right now. I would say everything but 3 points of health is in his hand right now. If Geiger wins this combat reveal, it's going to be lights out. Everything is going to lead into two AAs. Yeah. The question is, does he play it? Does he even play it raw? Yeah, he does. Very nice. Good play against the known AA in Leontes' hand. Very, very important bluff. Although with Time Spiral continuing to be active, he still has the 0 speed mix-up versus throw into lethal, attack into lethal, and Time Spiral past block into lethal. We've had 2 of 8 dodges played. We have 2 known aces in hand. So out of those 4 cards, and with 30 cards left in the deck, does he really have another dodge? Nope. Does not want to take the gamble on a throw. He's at 3 life. Can still make something out of this. If he has Q and a 10, very nice. Carving his way back into the game. Still able to threaten 20 damage. If he has a Q and a 10 in hand, he can really force this into a situation where he can close it out. Nope. Geiger does not respect AA. Very nice. Game 2 to Ryker. This is going to be best of 7. So we've got, although this video might only be 7 minutes long at the speed that these guys are playing at. Ooh! Wow. There we go. Are we gonna see Midori straights? Nope. So Leontes has gone on record as saying he's a very, very read-based player, and that he essentially feels that considering Midori's sort of high-risk, low payoff or mid-payoff move set, that you have to you basically win or lose on your reads. And considering his performance in the International Yomi League, his reads are pretty damn good. Geiger doing some damage, evening up the life total somewhat. So Midori differs from the other grapplers in that he can, because of his J, he can really actually threaten burst damage, piling on 16 damage into a single combo point. So if he manages to sneak a... gets the Q stuffed. If he manages to sneak a normal... a high normal or something into a throw, although it doesn't look like Ryker has represented throws basically at all in this set so far. He can just pile on a ridiculous amount of damage. 7-8 into Jack plus is 30 something. 16 plus 15, yeah, 31 damage. 4 cards, pretty ridiculous. Nice trades with the J. I think that does end Temporal Distortion. You get hit by an attack. Yeah, I suppose that counts. Leontes continuing to represent throw, even though we have, in this set, seen very little throwing, or very little defensive moves. Very few defensive moves and throws from Ryker. Anytime he throws into a time spiral, it's basically a wash. He would have lost a block anyway. And Midori just doesn't have normals that can undercut fast or slow time spiral. Nope, Q into nothing. Manages to get rid of a one of the very few, very, very nicely timed throw there by Ryker. He pretty much is being very, very selective about how he plays that, pushes that button. Gross gets the 6 through. And with 2 damage left to do, I expect a king or every kind of time spiral that he has left to come out here. Yeah. Nice. Game 3 to Ryker. Leontes sticking to Midori. Very nice block. Ryker making a call on Leontes' really aggressive stance in the last couple games. Very, very nicely played by Leontes to switch it up there. Them reads. There's a reason that Midori taught... oh my god. Alright, we're gonna see some very interesting... some very interesting cards played here. I hope he drew a throw, because otherwise he's not going to be able to capitalize off of this. This is going to tell... Oh, okay, okay. He's able to play the throw, so it doesn't tell... it doesn't tell Leontes that he has basically nothing but attacks in hand, which is very, very valuable information to keep hidden. Okay, manages to block the mix-up. Very nice. 70 health, just a 10 damage difference, not too bad. The nice thing about this situation, although Leontes probably doesn't know it yet, is that he can safely block right now. There are... yeah, exactly. There's no throws, there's no time spirals. He is representing it as a button just so that he doesn't spill his hand, so to speak. But so he's managing to continue to represent the fact that he has all of his options in hand, and therefore keep Leontes from going to a very block-heavy range, which he would go to if there were no throw. If he knew that Ryker had no throws, he could safely build that hand. Although he has managed to do so, in spite of all that. So we've got 12-card Midori versus 4-card Geiger. So with nearly half his life gone, things could get very interesting very, very quickly right now. Q into 8. Yeah. Solid 22 damage off of 3 cards. Nothing to sneeze at. Ooh. Ryker returning the favor. Wonder if how much that tells us about Leontes' hand. Could just mean that he was looking to hit a time spiral with that. Very nice king. Beautifully played. Very important that connected. Forces Ryker out of temporal distortion. Although I suspect that's... no, it might not have been a bluff. He might have had something. Although the block suggests that he was expecting to eat a Q for that. Ryker representing more blocks in order to build some hand. Looking for the at least second ace. Could have more. Signaling to Leontes to expect that. Yeah. Nicely played by Ryker. Here do we see... no. I think you decline to follow that up 100% of the time as Ryker. So 2 jokers gone. Very nice. Evens up the life totals again. Just it's the craze that's sweeping the nation. Okay, this could be lethal. 16? No, it would just be 30. And there it is. That brutal explosive damage that is unleashed by Midori's Jays. Hells yeah, air horns. Okay. No, I was about to say this could be a bluff by by Leontes on that few cards in hand, but no, he is definitely getting the 2 A's. Very tense. This is pretty much depending on which side of those aces that if he has one more ace in hand, Ryker has lethal off of a 0-speed move. So it's going to be very interesting to see who blinks first here. Yeah. Ryker continuing to represent yeah, that third Joker comes out to play. Wow. Dang. That's crazy. Yeah, interesting. Mhm. Yeah, interesting to see that the way that worked out. I guess that makes sense. Riker likely didn't have any throws and lethal, or he likely didn't have a throw and follow up to be lethal off of the 2-speed AA side, and also it would have lost to oh holy explosions. Anti-fireball technology. Brutal. That is not how you want to lose AA. Dang. Ryker safely responding to secret second AA. Yeah, Leontes hasn't represented the fact that he will bluff. And so Ryker has just stayed on the level where if there's a face down, he won't play into it. No. Tough. So he's gotta dig his way out of here. No. Ryker switching to a much more conservative yeah, much more conservative blocking range. And no amount of reading is going to be able to predict a range switch, a very significant range switch, and just suddenly in the 5th game of the set. Of course, always got to cheer for the grappler, but that J probably represented a last-ditch effort to stave off temporal distortion. Depends on what Riker's hand is looking like, though. Yeah, it could have been fishing for for more attacks or blocks, and just being able to draw out the hand to extend the game somewhat and get some more quality in his hand. Doesn't look like, the way he's playing this, it doesn't look like he's got much in the tank. Yeah. So Leontes switching back to what Midori does best, which is block and build hand. Hopefully he can put at least AA in hand and be able to threaten. Q, and both jokers are gone, so he cannot respond to that at all. Yeah, not much in the hand. Though he's probably saving AA if he does have it. I believe he hit a... No. Okay. Now he's got the pain in his hand. Nice. Well, Leontes, come on now. This was by design. I saw those throws. Nice. Nice. Yeah, that is that is a gutsy K. Staring down the barrel of implied quad ace Geiger. Ooh. Yeah, Leontes thinking that he was going to that Ryker was going to continue to represent A really strongly. Doesn't follow it up. More dragon form, so it's got to be something in that hand. Either that or very, very nice bluff. Or desperate bluff. Trying to get something going. The dragon form might also be pushing Ryker off of playing the zero speed side of the ace. Ouch. Oh. Okay, tough situation for Leontes. It doesn't look like he has... I'm wondering if he has Q in hand. Or if he's just in dragon form to kind of force Ryker off of playing the zero speed side of AA by threatening. You know, if I block this, I can actually get those Qs and those Js that I need back. Okay, does have the Q. Nicely done. Gets rid of... Oh. Evens up the life totals a little bit, so if he has AA in hand... Ooh, very nice. Makes the call. Does he have another 8 or 7 in hand? He does. Wrath of Earth. Wrath of Earth is lethal. But we haven't seen any aces from Ryker yet. Got to expect the throw here from Ryker. Got to expect the throw. Although he has represented a Cycloid Revolution so heavily. So that's got to be... It's got to be on Leontes' mind. Does he play something that loses to yet another Cycloid Revolution? Or does he block? Play into Rule of 3, play versus Rule of 3. I think Ryker has played AA. Oh, nice. Was just angling to get the K. Suspect that means that he does not have the third ace. Because why? Otherwise, why play the K there? Okay. Has the third ace. Oh no! No! The no mix-up mix-up. Dag. What a set. Aggressive set. Wow. GG's. Thanks for watching, everybody. Stay tuned for more high-octane action on the next one. Cheers.